Hey, Shalom, Israel. I'm Priest and Officer 50, Officer Hawar, and to my right is
Priest and Officer Bakoya Alo 50.
This is the I.S.U.P.K. The I.S.U.P.K. was started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohanna. Since 1969, the I.S.U.P.K. has been bringing out the truth of the Bible that so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Indians are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the ethnic and biblical Jews. Again, I'm Priest and Officer 50, Officer of War, and this is the I.S.U.P.K. Philadelphia Sabbath service. So we're going to call up the next priest, but before we do that, I'd like to salute all the Adawanim, all the men of Israel, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbat. Salute all the sisters of Israel, the Akwathian, Yahweh Shemar, Alatham Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabbat. Like that, and with that, we're going to call up the third priest. So, everybody ready? All right, so the men up here, and Madium. State your registry.
Ibar Haya, Ban Benyamin, Ban Yashua.
Ibar Haya, Ban Benyamin, Ban Yashua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. For the wine in Hebrew, Yayan, priest. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua,
which means Israel.
As men and women of Israel, and Mariam Opanya Hakadam, rise and face the east. Send up these prayers.
Send up the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Quadash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakavka. Yabaha. Watazaka. Haya. Aisha. Baha Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lacham. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kababach Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kababach Yanawa. Wala'a. Tabayaha Yanawa. Panasaya 1. Baal. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahatapa Hara. La'aiwa Lomyam. Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in English translation. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
The power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Babu Kusha. Nathanawa. Hakat. Larapa'a. Kamakala. Wakamadawa. Hakat. Atahor. Hamatazarayim. Hakat. Lahaklium. Hamathium. Hakat. Arakawah. Hatamala. Lagarshan. Hashem Yahushua.
What I'm on. Translation: Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua,
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
please give us the power,
Please give us the power.
the power to heal
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness
All manner of sickness.
and all manner of disease,
And all manner of disease.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse the lepers.
the power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
the power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean
to
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa,
Wayasharala.
Wayasha'ala,
Waha Bayas Taporim.
Wabiataparim,
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yahushua.
That's Israel translation. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushua,
In the name of Yahushua.
bless us
Bless us.
and Israel
And Israel.
and the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahushua,
In the name of
Yahushua.
thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Our structure.
Power structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Yahushua.
Why Yahushua?
Why Yaka'ala.
Why Mayaka'ala?
Why Alahayim.
Why Lahayim?
Ma Tazabaya Alawat Yahanna.
Tatabaya, Alawat Yahanna,
Ha Halawatyam.
Alawatyam,
Ha Saranyam.
Arasaranyam,
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Akwatazayayam,
Ha Kayayam.
Akayayam,
Waha Akwathyam.
Wahawafiyam,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Zawada Aman.
Our structure translation. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahushua,
And Yahushua.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels,
The angels.
Commander General Yohanan,
Man GEN.YAHANNA.
the generals,
General.
the captain,
Captain.
the officers,
Officers.
the troopers,
Troopers.
and the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua,
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so big. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Aisha,
Ayanya.
Ayanya,
Ahahariam.
Ahariam,
Mahayan.
Mahayan,
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah,
Azaria.
Azaria,
Azaria.
Azaria,
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ashah.
Asha,
Shayamyam.
Shabayim.
Shlaki. Shamayam.
Shemayim,
Waharatazah.
Waharatazah,
Ayatan.
Ayatan,
Lamawat.
Lamawat,
Wagawaka.
Galka,
Ayanawam.
Ayanawan,
Moraka.
Marka,
Hana.
Hana,
Shlaki. La'ah.
La'a,
Yanawam.
Yanawan,
Wala'ah.
Wala'a,
Yashan.
Yahishun,
Shawamar.
Shawamar,
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamorka.
Shamarka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Tazalka.
Tazalka,
Al-Ya Yamyunka. Al-Ya Yamyunka.
Al-Ya Yabyanka,
Yawamam.
Yawamam,
Hashemash.
Hashamash,
La'ayakaka.
La'ayakaka,
Wayarak.
Layra,
Malayala.
Balayala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamorka.
Shamarka,
Makarai.
Kaurai,
Yashamor.
Yashimor,
Athnapashka.
Akapashka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yashamor.
Yashimor,
Taza'afka.
Za'aka,
Waba Wa'aka.
Wawaka.
Ma'ayata.
Baikah.
Ma'ay Awalam.
Wa'ada walam.
Psalms 121 translation. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will
Lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
For what shall my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Be heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
He that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Thou shalt preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth,
This time
and
forth.
even forevermore.
Evermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damalaka.
Al-Damalaka,
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Dakarash.
Wa'al-Dashakwat.
Al-Dashakwat,
Wa'al.
Al,
Kayahana.
Yahana,
Amawab Yaka.
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka.
Al-Imaka,
Ya'arawamwa.
Yahweh.
Sawadah.
Sawadah,
Wayata. Silsaka. Wayata. Atazawa.
Wayata, Ayatazawa,
Atazapamanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Amorwa.
Amorwa,
Kawa.
Kawa,
Wanakakuryam.
Wanakakira,
Magoya.
Goya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
As a card.
As a card.
Shum Yasharala.
Shum Yasharala.
I would die.
I will die.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Atazawa.
Our eyes as a wall.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Akadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Barya.
Warya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahaya.
Ahaya.
Hadawam.
Hadawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashimai.
Ayayom.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagoria.
Wagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa Amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Halashah.
Halashah.
Am Yashabya.
Yashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Aiman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zorwa.
Zorwa.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Ashalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadyam.
Kamadyam.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Manakah.
Manakah.
Kwayashwan.
Yashua.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan Da'ira.
Ba'ayan Da'ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Lahadapma.
Ba'adapwa.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathabwa.
Nadad.
Nadab.
Yamawa.
Yadawa.
Kara.
Arash.
Kwayaza'aba.
Wakadababa.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazazamanan.
Wakatazmanai.
Kanasakamwa.
Kaunasiya Kamwa.
Ashor.
Ashur.
Amorwa.
Amorwa.
Narasha.
Narashat.
Lanawa.
Anawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Awa.
Alahayam.
Alayam.
Alahayam.
Alaya.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathabwa.
Kagagala.
Gagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya. Rawaka.
Wapayawaka.
Kayash.
Karyash.
Laba'ira Ya'ira.
Yara.
Wakala Haba.
Wakala'aba.
Salahat.
Falahat.
Ahario.
Ahario.
Khan.
Khan.
Dawadatma.
Dawadatma.
Wasa Arika.
Wasa Irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapafka.
Wapafka.
Sabahalam.
Wabalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Palawan.
Walawan.
Wayakwashwa.
Wabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashwa.
Bashwa.
Wayabahawa.
Wayabahawa.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakwara.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya Atha.
Kayata.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Baraka.
Baraka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Akaha Harataza.
Al-Kaharataza. Psalms 83, English translation. Keep not thy silent, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O
For
Yahweh.
lo thy enemies
For lo thy enemies
make a tumult,
make a tumult.
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
Take your crafty
against thy people
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have
They
said,
have said,
Ho,
Ho,
and let us cut them off
let's cut them off
for being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
The name of
may
Israel.
be no more remembrance.
Be no more remembrance.
But they have consulted together
They have consulted together.
with one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites
And the Israelites
of Moab
Moab
and the Hagarene,
and the Hagarene,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
and
Tyre.
the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with
They have
them.
opened the children of Lot.
They will open the children of Lot.
Salah,
Allah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
unto Sisera,
as to Jabin,
unto Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
and the book of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Made their nobles like a red,
They knew it was like a
and
red,
like Ziel.
like the head,
Yea,
yea,
all their princes,
all the princes,
as Zabah,
as the
and
body,
as Zalmunna.
as
He
Buddha,
said,
said,
let us take to ourselves
say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh
houses of Yahweh,
in possession.
possession.
Oh my
Oh,
power,
my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
the snow before the wind,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
Flames set the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
Persecute them.
with thy tempest,
With thy tempest.
and make them afraid
Make them afraid.
with thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
They will seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be
They will
confounded
be confounded.
and trouble forever.
Trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
They will be put to shame.
and perish,
Burn.
that men may know
You may know.
that thou,
Thou.
whose name alone
Alone.
is Yahweh,
Yahweh.
art the Most High
Most High.
over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sorry, it's your turn. Shabbat. You see. Check and see if we have any questions in the chat. Anybody's in the chat? Let's put them on the summer jam screen. Baruch Shah.
Anything on TikTok?
Shout out to brothers and sisters that's watching on TikTok, those watching on YouTube, those watching on Facebook. I'd like to welcome you all to the Sabbath service. Shalom, Lord Christ. Hit the like button, share the class to your friend group so that it could hit the algorithm, go out to our brothers and sisters, so this truth could be presented in front of them. Right? Now, we just read in Psalms 83 that the nations are what? They're confederate against us. Right? And we know that in this society, right, they have secret societies, meaning secret organization, clandestine organizations, that every night at midnight and sometimes at 12 noon in the afternoon, you know what they're doing? They're sending up prayers and curses against the children of Israel. That's what they're doing. We just read it. That said that they're confederated. They have these secret meetings, right? What they call the Council on Foreign Relations, right? And different think tank groups. And they get together in these groups, and you know what they do? They plot on how to keep our people back. Right? Like we heard the secret meeting of the music executives that own private prisons. And they changed the vibration of the music so that the music could be what? Could feed the prison, the pipeline, right? The pipeline, the prison program. Because the music have a direct correlation to what? Right? We see how people, they talking about what? Drilling and killing, right? And that's what they do. You hear it in the music, and then you see them acted out in life, right? You know that music affects us because we all, those of us that were a little older, that grew up in the 70s and 80s, when we watched those Kung Fu movies on Saturday afternoon, what we did, we went outside and we acted it out, right? Right? Kids, they see those cops and robber movies, what do? Parents buy them those water guns and they play cops and robbers, right? And then we do know that the federal government mandated that every TV station or every movie studio, you have to have an FBI agent on the lot. And they pre-screen each movie script.
I believe so.
No, it's proven.
No, I believe
the report came out. So then what they realized was because of all the bad press the police was getting, they had to turn the tide. And that's why they got the federal government. And then that's why you always see these cop buddy movies to show society that the cops are actually your friend and they're the hero and they're the good guys. But in reality, we see what they do, right? We have the cop that raided the evidence locker. They found him face down, butt up in the air, pants around his ankle, cocaine in his nose. You understand? So I say all that to say that that's why we come together on the Sabbath morning and we send up our prayers to the Lord. To what? To make our enemies like dung, right? Make them like a wheel. Make them as stubble before the wind, right? When it burn a wood and fire burn, and the wood turn to ashes, when a strong wind comes, what happened to the ashes? It get blown away, right? Well, we're David and we're asking the Most High to make our enemies get blown away. Right. To become nothing. Right. So it's very important that we send these prayers. So don't take it lightly. And we pick these particular prayers because of what it's saying. It names the people that came together in the confederacy against us, and then David is telling the Lord to deal with them, right? Because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. When you read our history, you see it as what? The angels that always came among us and defended us, right? Like you're saying that it was when we was leaving Egypt, it was a pillar of fire behind us, and it was a light in the sky to lead the way, to give us light in the wilderness.
Right.
Right? Those are the angelic forces. You understand? So we're going to get into the reading where we left off. 10 and
10 and no, we had 11.
We're
11,
11
and
6.
6. All right, so we're going to go into the reading. So turn your Bibles to Exodus, the 11th chapter and the 6th verse. Probably want to take the first 7.
Con, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 6. Waha Yath Wayath Wahayath Wayahatha Salakia Taza Aqua. How you say, sir? Taza Aqua Gadalia, is it Gadala, Bakal, Arataza, Matazarium, Ashur, Kamawa, is it Kamawa, La Na Hayatha, Wakamahaya, is it no Wakaya Wakamawa Hawa La Tasap Tasap. Verse 7. Waka is a wild cow. Walakal. Banya Yasharala. La'a. Wakaya. La'a is La'a. I said Yasharala. La'a. Right?
Right now.
La'a.
And then the next word is
Yakortaza. Yakorataza. Is that Yakortaza? Lakorataza. Kalab. Lashanya. Lashanawa. Lama Hayash. Wa'id Bahama Lama Ain. Is it Ain? Lama Ain Thada Ain Thada Ain 1 Ashur Wapala Yahweh Bayan Matazarium Wabayan Yasharala. Is it Yasharala or Yasharal? Yasharala. Verse 8. Why Yadawa Kal Ibad Yaka Ibad Yaka Al Hala Al Ya Wahashathak. Is it Yaya? Kawawa. Laya. La Amar. Taza'a. Atha. Wakal. Is it Wakala? Ha Ain. Ashur. Burgal Yaka. What? Wa Akor Yakan. It's like Wa Akorya Kun A Tazaha Waya Taza A. Is it Waya Taza? The one. Ma I'm por Raya Bakoria a pop is it up? So it's Bakoria up. Bakoria up. Verse 9. Waya Amor Yahweh Al Shem Marsha La Yashamya it's like Yashamai Al Ayakam Poraya Lama Ain Yabur Rabba Yath Rabawath Maya Mawapathya Slakia Barataza Matazorium. Verse 10.
That's in the land of Egypt. That's what it says.
Khan. Wa Masha Wa Haran Ashaya Ashawa Slakia Ashawa Af Kal Hama Patayum Pathium Hahalayum. Is it Hahala La Panya Pariah Waya Kazak Yahweh Ath La. Is it Laba or La? Laba Pariah Wala Shalak Ath Bunya Yasharala Bunaya Yasharala Maharataza Wa Khan. You go to the end of 12. I mean, slot. Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. Wa Amor Yahweh Al Masha Wa Al Haran Baharataza Matazorium La Amor. Verse 2. Hakadash Hazaha Lakam. Is it Lakam? Yorash Ra'ash, Kadashim, Ra'ashwan, Hawa'a, Lakam, Slakia, Lakad Shayam, no, it's like Lakadashya, Kan, Hashana, Kan. So I'm 6 there, right? The book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 6. And there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it anymore. But
because Egypt, after that, we can see Egypt today. Egypt is what? A dust bowl, right? Living on the history. Right, go ahead.
We have a question. What is that Jewish text? I got the last one production on the screen. Question is from the chat from
It says what?
What is that Jewish text?
The Jewish text that's on the screen is called the Assyrian version of the Hebrew. Right? When we went into the Assyrian captivity, the Hebrew was written like in their language, kind of. Right? So we formed the alphabet based on the language we were speaking in Assyrian. But our original Hebrew will be called, which I hate this word, the Paleo Hebrew. I like to say the ancient Hebrew or the original Hebrew, the original Lashawan Kodash, the Holy Tongue. It's sort of like Phoenician. You understand? It was much more descriptive based on characters. You understand? So that's what you see. You're seeing like Hebrew letters or character. They say letters or characters. So that's what you're looking at on the screen. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, 6. Then there shall be a great cry throughout all the land, and it says, shall be like it again in the land of Egypt. But the destruction is going to be a second time in the new Egypt, which is America. It says America is going to be a wasteland, completely and utterly destroyed. Only going to be what left here is creeping things. Right? Read on.
But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
Shall not a what?
Dog move his tongue.
Read on.
Against man or beast.
So you know that dog is not talking about an animal. Because it says the dog shouldn't move his tongue against man or beast. Against man or animal. So this dog is talking about what? The Egyptian. The Most High called the Egyptians dogs. You understand? And all the other heathen nations are dogs. They are called dogs, or they are called what? Goats. Because we're the sheep. You understand? So it's right. So that's what he's calling the Egyptians dogs for having us in captivity. You know? So that dispels the myth that God loves everybody. Because if God loved everybody, why is he calling the Egyptians a bunch of dogs?
That ye may know
that everybody on the earth, after God moved on Egypt, after God destroyed Egypt, that the whole entire earth would know what?
That ye may know that the Lord doeth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
The Lord have made us holy. Let me Deuteronomy 7:6. That the whole entire planet Earth will know that God put a difference between the children of Israel and every other nation. You understand? Yeah, that sister, that is the difference between us and Africans. And you can see that. I always like to ask people, if we're Africans, where is the modern day African Michael Jordan? Where's the next great athlete, or where's the next great mind that came out of Africa that contributed to society? The great inventions that came out of so-called Mother Africa. It's not because why? We're not Africans. We came out of the continent of Africa, but we're not Africans. We're not the children of Ham. That's the ancient name of the African peoples. It's the children of Ham. They're the Hamitic races. Just like today, there's a big controversy about being Semitic, but they're what? We're Shemitic. So we cannot be anti-Semitic. As a matter of fact, the so-called white man has called himself a Jew. He's actually anti-Semitic. When they unalive black people, that's being anti-Semitic. So the police department is anti-Semitic. The United States government is anti-Semitic because why? They unalive blacks Latinos, and Native Indians. Go ahead, Officer Isupk.
I was going to say, speaking of Ham, he was cursed by his father because of what he did to him, and he's a servant of servants now.
Right, and that's where you can see, that's why every nation is in Africa taking their mineral resources. Right, the Chinese is in there, the Portuguese is in there, the French is in there, the British is in there. They're trying to turn it around now, but what, they're trading one master for another one. Because they're kicking out the French and the Portuguese, but now they're enslaving themselves to Moab, to the Chinese. Now they're going to be indebted to the Chinese. You understand? Right, but the key is that the Lord called them dogs, and that there's a difference between black, so-called black people, Latinos and Native Indians, from Africans and every other nation. Continue reading.
It's a big difference, or swap.
Right. Yeah, read that, Officer Isupk.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
For we are a holy. What does that word holy mean in the context of the Bible? Holy is separate. So we are a separate, a holy people. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The reason why we can say that, because God chose the nation of Israel. God chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is it. He even says it out of his own mouth. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? Ishmael was Isaac's brother. So then why God jumped over Ishmael? He didn't say, I'm the God of Ishmael, Isaac, Esau, and Jacob. No, he excluded Ishmael, right? And when it came to Jacob and Esau, he didn't mention Esau.
Right.
He just said Isaac, and then he jumped to Jacob. He didn't say nothing about Ishmael and Esau, even though those were sons of Abraham. Right? To prove that what? The Lord made a difference between us and every other nation. And that's why even though we are on the bottom of society, we still set the trend.
Right.
The nations still try to copy us, even in our ignorance. Right? I remember there was a style where the black man rolled up one leg of his pants, and then everybody around the world started rolling up one leg of their pants. We turn our hat backwards, what you see around the world. Right? We started battle rap. Now I see battle rap ciphers in India, in Pakistan, in Japan. Right? We made graffiti. Now I see graffiti artists in damn Czechoslovakia. In Russia, you see they tagging on buildings. But who started it?
We did, sir.
Right? Israel, named the tribe of Judah. Right? So keep reading off of that Bible. The Lord made us different. He chose us and made us special. Read on.
The Lord thy God chose thee to be special people.
A special people. So you so-called black, Latino, Native Indian, you could look in the mirror and see you're looking at somebody special.
Right.
Yeah, you could walk. Don't walk with your head down. Walk with your head up.
Right.
We're being punished because we sin against our God.
Right.
But in the grand scheme, we are the special people on the earth.
Right.
And our contribution to society shows that. In music, in science, in athletics, in mathematics, in technology. Right? There's a sister that created sound wave that could kill cancer cells. You don't hear nothing about that sister. She used sound wave. Right? Advances in in eye care, right? It was a sister that invented LASIK surgery. Yeah, it was a black woman. And contacts and all that, that came from us. The ironing board, the folding chair, the cell phone, refrigeration, preserving food,
The broom, sir.
Yeah, the broom, the dustpan, right? Security cameras.
Yeah.
That all came, so you see the Ring camera, that came from the mind of black people. Nobody else. You understand? But our oppressor, he takes the credit. So is that, is there any more on that?
A little bit more.
Go ahead, read that.
Just a little bit. And
7:6.
yes, above all people.
Where? What are we are above. All man was not created equal. The Bible, our Constitution in the Bible, it says we are above every nation. You're better than. You understand? You're better than. So when I'm on my slavery and these heathens be talking to me, I just be looking at them like, look at my slave talking to me all disrespectful. And I be saying in my mind, this slave should have his face bowed to the earth. That's how I look at them when they talk to me. I be looking, look at this slave. He's out of position. Go ahead, Officer Isupk.
We're the true warriors. We are the true warriors.
Right. We are the jewels, the royalty. You understand? The nobility on the earth. You understand? So is that
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
right? So that's a precept to go with Exodus 11 and 7.
Come.
That the Lord does put a difference because He made us special and He chose us over all the nations. You understand? Like I said, the reason why we're on the bottom of society is because of disobedience. So to have a revolution or to change society, guess what we have to do? Return back to the laws of the Most High God.
That's right.
You understand? Go back to Exodus.
Come, 11:8, sir.
Come, go ahead.
The book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse 8. And all these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me, saying, Get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great anger. And the Lord said,
Hold on. Somebody just said something, right? He said something like, LMAO, we think we're better than every other nation. I'm gonna reiterate it. Just look at black folk, right? We created hip hop. There's nothing moving without hip hop, right? You go to China, right? You have the Chinese. They have Chinese music. Why are they copying hip hop? Right? The Jabberwockies, aren't they Asian?
Come.
The Jabberwockies, if you don't know, that's a dance group. Right. They're considered the best dance group dancing hip hop dance. Right. We created that. That came out of the mind of black people. So that if we're not better than everybody else, then the Chinese should not be doing hip hop dancing. Right. There should be no Jabberwockies. Right. There should be no battle raps in Pakistan. Right? Why is Pakistani music not played on the radio? Right. Anybody driving around listening to Arab music?
Come. Nah.
Right? Nobody listening to Arab music. Where's the next the greatest the Arab artist that's popping right now? Name the top Arab artist. Anybody? No, nobody from Arabia that's popping? Nah, because nobody listens to that. You understand? You could find every nation listening to black people music. You see an Asian guy driving around, what is he listening to? Drake. Go ahead,
do another one that says another one. Do we count?
Khaled? No, he's a culture vulture.
Okay.
He's a culture vulture. DJ Khaled, the culture vulture. You understand? Like Eminem's a culture vulture.
Come.
Right? What happened to rock and roll? Oh, death metal and all that, right? They call it what? The guy that had long hair. You know, how come we don't hear rock and roll no more? Even though black people created rock and roll, Chuck Berry, right? I seen on TikTok they showed a black dude that was a black artist that Elvis Presley copied his cadence. He stole his flow.
Come.
Stole his flow. You understand? So when we say this, I don't have to just go into the scriptures. You could just look in society and see that we're the greatest people. Right. Dr. Ben Carson, the greatest pediatrician brain surgeon. Right? He became famous because he separated those two conjoined twins that was born joined at the head. Right? Was a black doctor that separated blood from plasma and collected blood. Was a black man that invented the vaccine. So what are we talking about? So yes, we are better than you, mainly because God chose us to be better than you. That's how we're better than you. You understand? Our laws is better than you. Right. Right? How did the whole world go into a lockdown through COVID? What did they say? We know COVID came as a plague from the Lord, right? But what did they say? In the Asian wet markets in China, they were eating pangolin and bat wings. Isn't that what they said, sister? Did you hear what they said, how COVID started? They were going in those wet markets in Asia, eating bat wings and pangolin. Pangolin is like a small animal with scales on it. It's almost extinct. Do you know the Chinese, right? In markets, there's like live animal markets, right? They literally take a tube and stick it into the bear's bladder to get the bile out of it and use it as some kind of medicine. They just caught some Asian dude. He had 120 tiger penises in his suitcase. Was it tiger penises or some animal penis? 120. What is he doing with 120 private parts of animals. Right? There's parts of Asia that they eat dogs.
All over.
Right? All over Asia they eat dogs.
So
Right? Cats.
I tell the story. I remember the guy at my school, at my old job, he was telling me he was in the army, and he said they was eating. He said they had ribs on the menu.
Right.
And he said the guy was eating the ribs up crazy. And he said he started laughing at him like, yo, the guy was like, man, these ribs are so good. He said, yo, have you seen a cow out here or a pig out here?
Right.
He said, you see nothing but dogs out here. You eating dogs, man.
Right.
He didn't realize it. Like, yeah, that's what they do. They eat everything.
So what we right? Get me on Leviticus 11:1.
Come.
I was saying, Bible. You could, Baba Kishar. Get me Deuteronomy 27:1, Baba Kishar. Hey, Shalom.
Leviticus, right?
Hey, want to take class?
No, I'm too.
You too.
Okay, going right now.
Come, yeah, 27.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, 27, verse 1. And Moses, with the elders of Israel, commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
To do what?
Keep all the commandments which I command you.
So Moses with the elders of Israel gave us a commandment, right? So now get me Leviticus 11:1.
Oh, 11, I said 1.
Yeah, no, Leviticus 11:1. So now we already established that we are separate from other nations, right? We want to see why we're separate from other nations. Because somebody want to make that statement on social media, right? On TikTok, we think we're better than everybody. We're going to show you how we're better than everybody.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
To everybody.
Unto the children of Israel.
To the children of Israel. That's who God is talking to. And what did God tell Moses to tell the children of Israel?
Saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Read that again.
These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Our God taught us what to eat of the animals that's on the earth.
Right.
That's why we don't eat bears. That's why we don't eat bats and penguins. We don't eat snakes or cats and dogs.
Right.
That's what makes us better than you, our laws. Name it, right? In Buddhism, what is the dietary law in Buddhism? Those of you who study Buddhism. Is there a dietary law found in Buddhism? It tells you what to eat and what not to eat in Buddhism? What about in we go to Africa and study Shango and Voodoo and all that? Right? The Egyptian Book of the Dead. Is there a dietary law in the Egyptian Book of the Dead? Sounds like the Egyptians was worshiping animals, right? So that's why we're better. I just want to establish that clearly. That the reason why we're better than you, than the nations, is because God gave us the laws. And in our laws is a dietary law that tells us what animals to eat and what animals not to eat. Read that again from the top.
And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Right. So you know where in the Bible to find what to eat and what not to eat? What book in the Bible?
Exodus.
No, we just read it. Just read. Read it again.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1.
Yeah, that's what book? Leviticus what? 11:1. Sister, you know where to find what to eat and what not to eat in the Bible? If somebody was to ask you, do you know where to find it? What book?
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1 down to verse 3.
Is it in the Bible somewhere else? Give me Deuteronomy 14. It's also in Deuteronomy the 14th chapter. That's how important it was that the Lord reiterated again through Moses. Right, man?
Isn't it somewhere in Leviticus verses like seafood and stuff?
Right. Of all the animals in the sea. So it told you 4-footed beasts and so on the land and the water and in the air. So fowl or fishes or sea creatures and cattle.
Said 14, sir.
Yeah, 14th chapter. You can start on that.
And stuff that can't chew the cud is mean eats grass, right?
Right, or chew the food, digest it, and regurgitate it and digest it again. So you got to have a process. You got to have a process. Eat the food, digest it, then bring it back up to chew it some more, and then it's a process. Like eat it, digest it, bring it back up, chew it again, break it down some more, digest it again. Because a cow has 4 stomachs.
Something a pig can't do.
Right, a pig does it just eat and then poop out. So all the toxins stay in it. Now in that, the Lord said it's unclean. So you have to read what you have. Start from 14.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 1.
So those of you that was watching, if you take your notes, that was Leviticus 11:1 for the dietary law, and in the book of Deuteronomy 14. Read.
Ye are the children of the Lord your God. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead.
You're not supposed to cut your eyebrows off. You're not supposed to make like you get those scarification tattoos or scarifications, like because black people we suffer from keloids. So the Lord is telling us not to cut your skin so it could bubble up or get any branding, because the heathens does that. Look at various African tribes; they have all that scarring on their skin. The Lord, in our Lord, told us not to do that. Read on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Because we're separate. Don't do what the nations do, the heathens do. You understand? That's the separation. Read on.
And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
A peculiar people. Peculiar means special. Read on.
Unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
So we're above everybody, meaning we're better than everybody. That's why I would say that. It's in the Bible, right? Everybody believe in the Bible? And it doesn't matter if you believe in the Bible says it. Point blank, period. Read on.
Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
That's it. You ain't got to go no further. I just want it right there. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. And it lists what's considered abominable. That's what's abominable. Pangolin, bat wings, dogs, right? Pigs, lobster, shrimps, right? They call crayfish what? Swamp bugs. And the Lord said these are abominations. We're not supposed to do it. So I just want to clearly lay it out real flat and smooth for you. We're better than you. Plain and simple. That's it. All right, so continue. Let's go back to Exodus.
Go back to Exodus, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 11, verse
9. You finish.
Okay, verse 9. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you. Shall not.
11:9. Okay. 11:9 it says will not. Okay, go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of Egypt.
So the Lord said he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart so he could flex, so he could show his power. That's why he did that. He said, yeah, I send you to Pharaoh, but I'm going to be the one to make him not do what I asked you to tell him to do. That way I can continue showing my power on the earth. They're going to disobey, and I'm going to punish them, and people are going to recognize who I am. You understand? The Lord likes to be what? Recognized and honored for his power. And he shows you his power. That's how you know the Lord is a black man. Because we have the same spirit. We like to what? We like to flex. Right? We like to show off. What we call it? There's a word for it. We call it flossing. Because in the Bible it says that I may show my power. Right? Get that in Romans. Romans 9.
You talk about Pharaoh.
Right.
I think you read that.
For this cause did I raise thee up, that I may show my power in thee. Right. Read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised
this same purpose. This is what the Most High is saying. This is God speaking. For this purpose, read on.
For this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
That is what?
My name might be declared throughout all
his
the earth.
name or his reputation. Right? Like Daniel have that song, My Name is My Name. The Lord wants his name to be recognized. Right? Right? To be what? Get the credit for it, right? So the Lord said that his name may be recognized, that his power be recognized. So he could show his power when he punished these nations.
Right.
And that without a doubt, you ain't gonna hear nothing about no Allah, no Shango, no Buddha. It's gonna say the God of the Hebrews, the God of the Israelites, the Most High power, because they can't say his name. Right? They call the Most High the terrible demon-like power. They call him I.S.U.P.K because they can't say his name. Where is that? I think that's in Malachi, Officer Ibad. Where the Lord's name is dreadful among the heathen.
Dreadful. Comment.
I think Malachi 2 and what's it? Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Let me get that preset.
Malachi 1:14.
Right. Read that.
You want to the last one for Dash?
No, you can just read it in English.
Okay. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 14. Here we go. Okay. But cursed be the deceiver,
Right.
which have in his flock a male, and voweth and sacrifice unto the Lord a corrupt thing. For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen.
Why is the Most High name dreadful among the heathen? Because every time the children of Israel call on the name of the Lord, something terrible happened to the heathens.
Right.
So that's why his name is terrible among the heathen. They don't even want to say it. They call the Most High the terrible demon-like power. They call him I.S.U.P.K. So we see I.S.U.P.K because they can't say his name. Like how we say the Most High's name, but we don't even take his name in vain. So we just say refer to him as the Most Highest,
Right.
the Most High. But by his name, Yahweh, they can't say that name. That's why even in the Bible, you might see G-D. They won't even say God, even though that God just means power. But because they think that's his name, they say Big G or God. Or they will say the Lord, but by his name, his holy name, nah, they don't say it.
Right.
They will put what? They will call it the tetragrammaton, right?
Right.
You feel me? That's what they call it, right? The tetragrammaton. They spell it out. YHWH. They would never say the Most High's name. So when you see the tetragrammaton, that's what they're talking about. They don't even say it. They'll spell it. Well, they won't even spell it with the letters behind it. YAHAWA. You don't know. They'll put the letters. Read that again, Officer Ibad. Why they don't say the Most High's name, or why they can't say the Most High's name?
The last part.
Come.
And my name is dreadful among the heathen.
The Most High's name is dreadful among the heathen, and that's why the Egyptians they know it. They learned it. They had over 100 and something gods in Egypt, right? Anybody seen that show on what's that, Disney Plus, Moon Knight? Anybody seen Moon Knight?
I saw
The series? Well, if you watch the series, they had a god that was a hippopotamus. They had an alligator. They worship hippopotamus. They worship alligators. Horus is a hawk. So they worship hawks, right? Anubis is a jackal. So they worship all these animals, right? They call them, if you read the Meta Nature, which is some stupid book, they worship nature. They call it nature. So the hieroglyphics, you can see these different animals, they call them natures, right? Which is nature. Well, that's the way I translate it, nature, because it's basically the hieroglyphics is animals. So if they show you an alligator, it's the alligator god they worship. They show you hippopotamus, they show you a hawk, then you know it's Horus. You see the jackal, then you know that's so-called Anubis, right? So they worship all these gods. So the Most High came in so that they would know his name particularly, the God of the Hebrews, his name. So you can drop that off just like that. Go back to where you're at.
Khan. Exodus chapter 11, verse 10. Khan, Salakia. Number 10. And Moses and Aaron did all these wonders before Pharaoh, and the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart, so that he would not let the children of Israel go out of his land. Exodus chapter 12, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. it shall be the first month of the year to you.
See, so this is the calendar in the Bible. The time is marked in the Bible, but it's not called like how we have these the months are named after what? Different, was it Greek or Roman gods?
Come,
Right? In the Bible, it just plainly said what? The first month,
come.
right? Our high holy days, right? Our Hanukkah is what? In the 9th month on the 25th day. Right? The 25th day of the 9th month.
Come.
You know, it didn't say, you know, Jupiter or, you know, Horus or any of these stupid things. It just clearly say the beginning of months. That we know that the Passover is in the beginning of months. So is it that bit on that?
Come, sir.
All right, so now we're going to do the next 7 and the last one, Kodash. So Exodus 12 and 3.
Come. The book of Exodus.
No, I'll take
Oh,
it.
you take it?
Yeah.
Come.
The Barwa, Al, Baal, Idatha, Yasharala, La'amar, Ba'aishar, Chadash, Hazaha, Wayak, Kawa, Lahama, Ayash, Shatha, Lacha, Yatha, Abatha, Sha, Labayath, verse 4. Wa'ama, Yama'ai Ta, Habayath, Mahayath, Masha, Wala Kwak, Hawa, Washa Kanawa, Akwar Ba, O, Bayath Wa, Bama Kasaf, Napash Shath, Ayash, Lapathia, Acha Lawa, Thaka Sawa, Ail, Hasha, verse 5, Sha, Thamayam, Zakar, Bana, Shana, Yahweh, Lacham, Yahaya, Lacham, Mana, Haba, Nashayam, Wamana, Ha'ai, Zayam, Thakwa, Chawa, Wahaya, Lacham, Lamasha, Martha, Aid, Ara, Ba'aith, Aishar, Yawam, La Chad Shah, Hazah, Washatha Tawa, Athwa, Bo, Bala, Quath Hala, Aid, Aitha, Yashar Allah, Bayan, Ha Irabayum. Verse 7. Walachwa Hawa, Mana, Hada Adam, Wana Thanawa, Ail, Shafaya, Hama Zawa Zafa, Wa'ail, Hamash Sakwa Wath Thap, Ail, Habatha Yom, Ashar, Ya'a Khalawa, Athawa, verse 8. Wa'achalawa, Af, Hana, Habashar, Bala, Yalath, Latha, Hazah, Tazalaya, Ash, Wama, Tazar, Yath. That's lucky. Wama, Tazar, Wath. Ayel, Marara, Yom, Ya'a, Kala, Hawa, verse 9. O, Fa'a, Khalawa, Mamanawa, Na'a, Wa, Bashal, Ma, Bashala, Bama, Yom, Baya, Ama, Ailaya, Asha, Ra'ashar, Ail, Bara'ai, Yawa, I, Wa'ail, Korah, Bawa, verse 10.
That's it, sir. Book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
So now we're in the 11th chapter, or the 12th chapter, is going into the Passover. So that's what we're reading about, the history of the Passover. So Moses is instructing every household to get a lamb, right? Or today we call it a sheep of a year old, you know?
And if this household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of their souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
See, so it has to be over a year old. So veal is outlawed. It's an abomination. You understand? That's in our law. It has to be over a year old, not still on its mother's milk. You understand? And the verse 4 was showing you what? Brotherhood. If you had a lamb and it was too much for your family, don't just throw it out. Invite your neighbor to celebrate the Passover. Hey, I got a lamb here and it's too much for me and my family. If it's not too much for you, if you're not going to celebrate it, you can come and celebrate the Passover with us. You know, Bakar, hey, Hamor. Hey, buddy, if y'all want to come over, you know, my rib just, you know, I just bought a whole sheep, you know. We're about to roast it for the Passover, but it's just me and, you know, my rib and my children. You could come over if you don't have nowhere to go. You understand? That was brotherhood, and that's how we did as a nation. Not like how we are today. How we so selfish and separated. You know, like on a Hanukkah, everybody is going to bring a dish. You understand? Every brother or his brother will ask his rib to cook a dish and bring it. That's how our culture is about what? Being together. You understand? Not being selfish and separated. Just wanted to point that out. So keep reading.
Sir.
And it said from the sheep or from the goat. So if you can't afford sheep, you get some goat meat. And you could sell up. You can have goat for the Passover. You could roast some goat, according to how the Bible tells you to prepare it. Not side it with water, but roast it with fire. Right? Read on.
Ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening, and they shall take of the blood and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door posts of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. Verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in the night, roast with fire, and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it.
Right? So unleavened bread, meaning bread without yeast in it, meaning nothing that rises. You understand?
Salakia, just foretelling the story, but it's like the Most High telling them that you're not going to have time to cook
Right.
bread.
You ain't got to have time to wait for the yeast to proof and for the dough to rise.
Con.
Just knead the dough, bake it, and get ready to leave. You understand? It's a high holiday based on haste. You understand? Kill the lamb, get everybody together. You understand? And then the putting the blood on the post of your doors was what? A
Symbol.
sign of obedience also.
Con.
Because those that didn't do it, they died just like the Egyptians. So it's just like here today in America. We're telling our people what? To keep the laws of the Most High.
Con.
Return back to the laws of the Most High. Stop eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. Leave the black Christian church. Leave Christianity. Leave the Muslim mosque. Leave all that garbage. Leave Egyptology, right? Atheism, because some of us is caught up into atheism. I don't believe in no religion. I don't believe in no God. I believe in myself. Guess what, Francis?
Like, I got in like a little debate with my mom, and so they know I don't do Thanksgiving or whatever. But she was like, why you always talking about, because I love lamb, and I love food.
Mhm.
I like making food. Like, I don't see how you eat lamb, it's so gamey. I said, I don't understand what you're talking about. You sit there and eat chicken.
Right,
How you gonna eat something that smells worse than you?
right.
But you want to tell me you don't like lamb because it's gamey? But when I cooked it, is that what was that I ate? How you don't know what you're eating?
Right. Lamb is actually sweet, and that's the Most High's favorite animal.
That's how you know. I said lamb is not gamey. And I like organic, like I like bread lamb.
Right.
So they go, how you don't know what you actually made a whole day of lamb and y'all eat it? How you don't know what you're eating? What you eating?
Right. Right. And it basically smelled like poop, like dung. Right. You know, we've been cut off from our culture. It's funny you said that because I had some lamb chops last night.
Oh.
You know those little lamb chops that they look like a T-bone steak?
Con.
You ever seen those? Yeah, I had some of those last night. I threw them in the air fryer. Tear them,
Oh,
tear that up, man. So you know, yeah, but let me find this piece real quick. Give me Amos 5:21.
Con. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
So this is how God feel about so-called Thanksgiving. What he says, what?
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Sound like Thanksgiving. It's like,
Right. You understand? So the most I said, they say this Thanksgiving, because my parents are Christian, and they always like to say, because they have the word thanks in it, they thinking it's thanking the Most High. Well, Most High have nothing to do with it, right? Wait, I'm looking for this precept. Hold on, try to find it.
shout out to TikTok, sir.
Yeah,
TikTok going up today.
yeah, what's the numbers? Look at good numbers.
Yeah, we up to 200. But they, you know,
I'm saying.
they're doing anything.
Try to find. You know that scripture outside God said meats prepared unto idols?
I got you.
Read that again. We are Amos.
Amos.
Oh, we are get me Jeremiah the 11th chapter.
Come.
Are you man?
We have oppressors people doing dances that we did at cookouts.
Right.
Now you see them on TikTok doing the dances that we did, and they're still doing the same thing.
Right. Because why? We have the spirit. We have, we have that swag. So they copy our swag.
Right.
They call it swag, but it's really the spirit of the Lord. That spirit that black people have, we call it swagger. That's the spirit of the Lord. That spirit that shines out, that magnetism that nobody could deny. You understand? So yeah, that's why they copy us. Because why? You go to a party, nobody want to dance like the oppressor.
Right?
Nobody dance like the oppressor. Nobody listen to their music. You understand? You want, like you said, at a barbecue, you want to throw on some R&B, some jazz. You know, so you have it.
Uh,
Jeremiah 11:1.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 1.
So those of y'all, we're going into the season, right? We also have high holy days, Hanukkah is coming up. But we know the oppressor has a holiday that they celebrate at the end of every the last Thursday of every November, right? Jeremiah?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Yeah.
It's 10.
10:1? Okay.
Can I practice restricting to offer sacrifice unto idols?
Yeah, kind of.
You want in Corinthians?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. I got it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
O house of Israel. So this is what we need to tell our family members, right? When they want to invite you to so-called Thanksgiving and so-called for Christmas dinner, right?
Thus saith the Lord.
This is what God says. Keep going.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. What is Thanksgiving to black people? We was in slavery. Was we giving thanks? For what? For being in the bottom of the cargo slave ship? For being on a plantation picking cottons?
Having day off.
You understand? Being lynched? So-called Thanksgiving is a European holiday. When the Native Americans came over here, and the Native Americans showed them how to survive the winter. Right? How to harvest the buffalo skins to make leather coats. Right? How to harvest it and plant food out of the mind of black people, right? Because, I say Native Indians, but those are black people, right? They taught the oppressor how to survive in North America. And how did they repay them? They slaughtered them. They killed the buffalo, brought blankets covered in smallpox, and killed the Native American Indian for their hospitality. And every year they celebrate their Thanksgiving for thanking their father Satan for destroying the people of the Lord. So the Lord said, we're not supposed to learn that. We don't.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Yeah, and don't study the sun, moon, and stars. But the main point is don't learn the way of the heathens. So Thanksgiving is the oppressor's holiday. Christmas is actually Babylonian. It's pagan. It came from the Egyptians, right? Where they worship Nimrod. Right, and they said the spirit of Nimrod. That's where you get that movie, The Christmas Carol. The ghost of Christmas past is going to visit you, and you're a Scrooge if you don't celebrate, because they want to get you into the what? The Christmas spirit. Why is there a Christmas spirit? Because it's the spirit of Satan.
Wow.
You understand? The folklore is that if you didn't put a tree, when Nimrod died, his mother set up a tree and she decked it with gold and said that the spirit of Nimrod is in the tree. So it's actually not a Christmas tree, it's a Nimrod tree, right? So now they got the evergreen tree because the evergreen tree grows year round. So that's what she was trying to say, that even though he physically died, his spirit is still alive and he's in the tree. Right? No, I'm just giving the background, right? So now they tell you set up this tree and they deck it with silver and gold. Today you deck it with what? Fake silver and gold. These things you put on a tree. Right? You put gifts on it for what? For Nimrod. So the Lord told us what? Learn not the way of the heathen. So Thanksgiving is a heathen custom. Christmas is a heathen custom. You understand? But when we go back to Exodus, we're reading about what? The Passover. Everybody have that scripture that I have you?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians.
So those of y'all that didn't know, go to grandma's house, even though you tell yourself, right, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Christmas. But if they invite me over, I'm going to get a plate of food. I'm going to just go to hang out. To me, it's just another day. This is what the scripture says.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, and verse 28.
1 Corinthians 10 and 28.
But if any man say unto you, this is offered in sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that shewed it, and for conscience sake.
So eat not for his sake or for your conscience sake, because you know it's wrong. Don't tell yourself, I don't celebrate it, but I'm going to just go. It's just another day to me. Because it says for his sake, because by him seeing you celebrate it, then it justifies it in their mind. You understand? So you don't even go. If their feelings get hurt, so what? You ain't coming over. Grandma made a this and that, and all the family's coming over, so what? Guess what? We could get together on, December 7th?
That's right.
Yeah, we could get together on December 7th and celebrate Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. That's in the Bible. And so I read on off the side Bible.
Come. For the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof.
Right? So don't eat anything prepared unto idols. Thanksgiving is prepared unto the idol. Who's the idol? The so-called white man, the oppressor.
Right.
Right? The god of white supremacy is what? Caesar Borgia. So that's the idol you celebrate. So you say you give thanks on Thanksgiving, that's who you're giving thanks to, Caesar Borgia. Caesar Borgia is the god of Christianity. Right?
Blessing the hand too.
Right. He's praying over abominations, swine's flesh. That's what you have there, you know. Some this Edomite that I was working on slavery with, he told me some of them they eat seafoods on Christmas and New Year's and all that. They have shellfish and all that. You understand? So the Bible tells us not to get involved in that. We have our laws right here in the Bible. You understand? Our commandments, our high holy days, our parties is in the Bible. And our parties are cracking. They last for what, 8 days? We have feasts that last for 8 days of partying. You understand? So we're not supposed to learn the way of the heathen. So stay away from, don't go to Big Mama house for a turkey dinner. Guess what? Don't even eat the leftovers. I don't want nothing to do with it. They text me, I ignore the text. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Delete. Yeah, I'll holler at you next week. You know what I mean? Or the week after. Hey, I seen you text me. Hey, why don't you respond? I was busy.
Salaki.
Yeah, go ahead.
This week, I was driving my bus, and a lot of people was like, are you working on Thanksgiving? Like, or what you eat? And I said, miss, I'm going to work. I gotta go get this money.
Right.
I said, I work Thanksgiving. I said, and I believe Christmas is on a Monday. I'll be at work that day too. I said, I gotta get this money.
Time and a half.
I said, listen, I gotta get this money. Like, I can't play with y'all because y'all want to eat. Like, so.
Yeah, it's just another day.
It's another day, another dollar.
Just another day. Just Thursday in November. That's it. You understand that?
And if someone do say like Happy Thanksgiving, you can be as bold and say, "Oh, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I do celebrate the holy days in the Bible."
So lucky on that, because she said like, they so quick when you say, "Oh, I don't celebrate." Oh, you Muslim? Nah, miss. I said Muslims celebrate Thanksgiving. Muslims celebrate Christmas. You just let them know that. I said I want them to know that. Like, nah, they celebrate that. You know what I'm saying?
I'll just simply say, is that in the Bible?
Time.
Happy Thanksgiving. Is that in the Bible? That's it. You ain't gotta go to back and forth verses.
Like they say, oh, why you don't celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas? I don't even answer them. I just pull out my show there.
That's it.
I'm just like,
Time.
Yeah, that's it, sis. That's it. You're right. You stand on the truth. So we gotta stand on it. Strive for the truth until death. Just like how they bold with it, we're bold with the truth. Right off the top.
You can be like, especially talking to a Christian, you be like, Christ didn't even celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right. Is it in the Bible? That's all you gotta just ask them. Is it in the Bible? Show me Thanksgiving in the Bible. You can't, and I'll celebrate. That's it. You gotta go to the back. All right, so let's go back. We left off in Exodus.
You want to go? Oh, you want to
You
go?
was holding something?
I was on Jeremiah. We didn't finish the tree, but
No, yeah, we didn't.
It's a lot.
We'll go into that. I just wanted to get the main key was not learning the way the customs of the heathens around us. If we're special, if we're chosen, if we're holy, then what's special about doing what everybody else is doing?
Right.
Now, y'all are over there celebrating Thanksgiving. Now, I'm not caught up in that because I understand what it's about. I know the true meaning of it. Is the man that have me in slavery, in oppression, and he's celebrating giving thanks for having me in slavery. So why would I join in that holiday with him? He's celebrating him having me in captivity, and I'm going to join him? Nah, that's madness.
did you still want Amos 5?
Yeah, you can get that. You can read that again.
What was the Amos
5:21.
5:21? I hate the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
The key word is, what did the Lord say in that verse? Your feast days, not his. He said he hates your feast days. Thanksgiving is not in the Bible, so that's your feast day. And he said he hates it. Christmas is in the Bible as a day not to be celebrated. So he hates your Christmas dinner. He said he hates it and he despises it. And when you're praying over that ham, he said you're not even smelling your food. You know, you're gonna get hypertension, diabetes, high blood pressure from eating that Christmas ham. Yeah, and you're gonna succumb to your what? To your disobedience.
Con.
And that's why black people, what? We die more than at a high rate more than anybody else from these diseases. From hypertension, from diabetes, from high blood pressure. You understand? Because we eat what? The abominations. You know that shrimps is full of cholesterol?
Mm.
Man, so now we got to take all this cholesterol medication because we want to eat shrimp and we want to eat lobster and crab, which is unlawful. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Lord said, right? That's what about.
Going back to us being holy, the Lord made us holy, separate, and it's crazy because we're the universe, we're the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, we're practical, and that's separate. That us being holy and different, separate. That applies to everyday life, even to our language. The last one for that, the holy tongue.
Right, and our diet, like we read in Leviticus, our diet, God gave us a separate diet. We don't eat what everybody else eats.
Right.
You understand? We know that catfish is not clean. We only eat what have fins and scales. That's just when you say alpha side body, that's practical. That's common sense.
Right.
We only eat what have fins and scales. You know, where's the catfish live? In the mud. Right? And they say you are what you eat, right? So if a pig eats slop, right? A pig eats slop. A pig is an abomination. That's why it's called an unclean animal. You know, crab and shrimp clean the bottom of the ocean. You are what you eat. So if somebody eat that stuff, or somebody say you're full of SHIT, you know why? You eat the abominations. And so let's go back to where we at. Officer about time check.
Time check 11:40. We can set up prayers at the end of the 7 verses.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I always try to read at least go through 14 verses in the Hebrew to get the reading done. So where you left off?
I'm on 8, but 9 at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, you can finish that.
Book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 8. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat not of it raw, nor sodden at all with water.
Right. You don't make no stew out of it. Got to be roasted. So what we're reading about, this is the Passover meal. And we know that what? The 14th day of the first month, which usually fall at the end of March and beginning of April, right? So now what's coming up? The Lord's 55th Passover. Right? $200 an adult. Right? An adult is anybody over the age of 18. Right? $200 per person. Your Passover fee. With that Passover fee, you get what? The Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Black Party, right? The children's party, and every other activity we have planned for the Passover. Right? And the Passover lasts for what? That's 8-day party. You know, and then if you really check it out, the Passover, when you put away unleavened food, it's actually like being on keto. We ain't eat no carbs.
It's a jump start.
You know, you ever like come after the Passover, you feel like energized. Because you haven't been putting that crap in your body, no cookies, not a bunch of bread, you know, everything is unleavened, you know, and it forces you to eat, you know, keep a strict diet, you know. So, yeah, man, the Passover, you know, what is it, Durham, Carolina?
Durham, North Carolina, sir.
Durham, North Carolina, man. The Lord's 55th Passover, you know. So, get your $200, man. Pay your Passover fee. You know, it goes towards what? Learning your culture and building your nation. Right? The oppressor, what do they celebrate? They celebrate their Thanksgiving. Right, sis? They united in that. They united. They say what? Next Wednesday is going to, they said, it's going to be 49,000 flights. It's going to be one of the busiest travel days. So those are your brothers and sisters that's going to what? We have a cookout next week in Houston. I got to travel. So I don't know how that's going to go. The airport's going to be packed with the, you know, Thanksgiving travelers. But we go to Houston to celebrate a barbecue with our brothers and sisters in the South. You understand? But they say 49,000 flights. So they unite together. So then, if this is our culture and we're about building our nation, then yeah, come to the Passover. If you so-called Black, Latino, Native Indian, you're in a fake Israelite group, you can still come to the Passover. Every year, GEN.YAHANNA says that what? Everybody's invited that's Israelite. All that are Israelite born. Is that what it says in the law? All that are Israelite born, come and celebrate the Passover. You understand? So was that it on the reading?
One more verse.
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 9, eat not of it raw, nor sodom at all with water, but roast with fire, his head with his legs, and with the puritance thereof.
Pertinence thereof. That's probably like the innards, right?
That's it, sir.
Okay, so all right. Officer Bob, I'm probably gonna have to call you up to end the Sabbath. Is there any questions in the chat? Somebody asked a question, but it went too fast.
No, not in this chat. Not in the stream.
We're coveting somebody else's identity. How are we coveting somebody else's identity? In the Bible, it says the children of Israel will go to slavery in cargo slave ships.
Right.
Who's referred to as slaves in the earth? Is anybody else called slaves?
Nah.
What's this called? When you say slaves, they refer to what? Black, Latino, and Native Indians. And what are we talking about? Historically, let's forget any religion, right? Historically, what nation of people was transported from one landmass to another by the way of cargo slave ships? And it's recorded in the Bible that will happen to the children of Israel. The Bible said whether you believe or not, that's the facts. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Jesus Christ is a black man, and he's coming back to deliver his people and to reign on his throne.
That's right.
Given to him by the Most High God, Yahweh in the Hebrew. You understand? So, yeah, you can, be a keyboard gangster. No, we do not support the land of the current government in the land of Israel. No, we do not support them. They are imposters.
Right. Time check 1, 2, 5.
Okay. Okay, so that's it on that. So I was just looking in the chat to see if there's any questions. No questions, Officer anybody?
No.
Now, we do not stand with Ishmael. We read in Psalms 83, the Palestinians and the Amalekites, the so-called Jews, fought against us, conspired to take our identity. So no, we're not taking no sides, no position.
Right.
You understand? Whatever has happened is meant to happen, and that's it. Let them deal with the what's at hand. You know what I mean? The Arabs, they stand on their own. Israelis, they stand on their own. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, we need to worry about keeping the laws of the Most High God and getting ourselves together.
That's right.
You understand? And putting away the abomination from us. Not getting caught up in the holidays of our oppressor. Understand? Go to work on Thanksgiving, so-called Thanksgiving Day.
That's right.
Or just enjoy your day off. Cook your own food. Why is it that next week is the only time you're gonna have turkey? In the whole year you don't eat turkey. But next week you're gonna have some dry ass turkey breast.
You've been eating macaroni and cheese all year.
Right. You don't even eat cranberry, but now you're gonna have what? Canned cranberry? Crying out loud. It's like, come on, let's just do what the Lord says to do. Plain and simple. Let's do what the Lord said to do. And guess what? By not doing what the Lord said to do is why we're in the condition we're in. So the only way to get out of the condition we're in is to return back to the laws of the Most High.
That's right.
You understand? And we see that the Bible is true because everything that was predicted in the Bible or prophesied in the Bible is coming to pass. It says, right? I think in Monday night, GEN.YAHANNA was bringing out what? The red horseman, right? That the spirit of warfare is in the air. I see even in the so-called house of the Senate and Congress, 2 Edomites was there ready to get it shaken. Yeah, he was like, yo, stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told him, Edomite told other Edomite, yo, I see what you said online. We're both here now. What's up now? Bernie Sanders was like, yo, come on, y'all senators and congressmen. This is beneath y'all. Let's knock it off. Yeah, they was about to get him popping to prove what the scripture says. Shall I not in that day destroy the wise men out of the mouth of Esau? They have no wisdom no more. Right? George Santos, that politician. He's there getting Botox with taxpayers' money. He go to OnlyFans. Right? So the most I have them in derision, they don't know what's going on. Understand? But all right, with that, men up here, I remind you.
You can exit it.
Okay, let's
Live.
shut it down. How you shut it down?
I'll shut it down.
All right, so here, remind you, we're going to call up to appreciate the ending of the service. So, state your registry by push out.
Bad Haya, Bad Bunyamin, Bad Yashua.
Ibad Haya, Bon Bunyamin, Bon Yasha'al.
Yahweh Shemya Shabakatum.
Yahweh Shemya Shabakafa. You know where's the food drive gonna be today?
Broad and Erie Street.
All right, so I.S.U.P.K is gonna be I.S.U.P.K is gonna be having a food drive. Where again?
Broad and Erie.
Broad and Erie here in Philadelphia. So we're gonna be giving food. So if you want to come and volunteer to help give out some food, bring some food to give out. You know, join the I.S.U.P.K. You know, where we give back to our people. So, all right. Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
Last round, Queens Israel.
All right, men of Israelite, Magim, stand to salute the Torah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Matamya. Camera.
Oh, yes, slide. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barak Yah. All right, Imagim, which means to stand, Sar, which means to turn, Wapanya, Hakwadam, and face the east. All right, and lift up our holy hands. The reason why we lift up hands like this is just like how you surrender. The police say freeze. So you're surrendering to the Most High. So that's what it says in the Bible. Lifting up of holy hands when we pray.
The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Habanawa.
Habanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Balakufka.
Balakufka.
Raba'ah.
Raba'ah.
Watazaka.
Watazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Maharataza.
Maharataza.
Kawa.
Kawa,
Haya,
Haya,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathanawa,
Thundernawa,
Acham,
Lakam,
Kav,
Kav,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalaknawa,
Wasalaknawa,
Kawawafnawa,
Kabawaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kawawafnawa,
Kawaknawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabayahanawa,
Ya'anawa,
Wanasayawan,
Wanasayawan,
Abba,
Abba,
Hawashayanawa,
Hawashayanawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Haya,
Haya,
Aka,
Aka,
Hamalakwa,
Malakwa,
Wahala,
Wa'ala,
Wahatapahara,
Adapara,
the Iwalonyam,
Wa'alayim,
Aman.
Aman.
The Lord's Prayer, translation in English. Our Father,
Our
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done in
Thy
earth
will be done in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily
And
bread.
forgive us our debts
Forgive us our
as
debts
we forgive our
as
debtors.
we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into
And lead
temptation,
us not into
but
temptation.
deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from
Evil.
evil.
Thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
the power,
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Cock, the power in Hebrew, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Abakashah,
Baba Kasha,
the Dunganau,
Thundernawa,
Akak,
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 Larapa'ah,
Larapa'ah,
Kamakala,
Kamakala,
Wakamadawa,
Kamadawa,
Akak,
Akak,
Atahor,
Atahor,
Hamatazarayim,
Amatazarayim,
Akak,
Akak,
Lahakuyam,
Akuya,
Hamathium,
Mafia,
Akak,
Akak,
Arakawat,
Arakawat,
Hamata'ala,
Tama'ala,
Garisham,
Nagarashad,
Bashem Yahushua,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Wadaman.
This
Wadaman.
is the power translated. The Akat translated to the English. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua,
Please give us the power.
please give us the
power.
power.
The power to heal
Power to heal.
all manner of sickness
All manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease.
all manner of disease,
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so big.
Thank you so big.
bless Israel in Hebrew, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Barak Lanawa,
Rafanel,
Wayasharala,
Wayasharala,
Waha Vayah Sapari,
Wayasapari,
Bashem Yahushua,
Ba'ashem Yahushua,
Wadaman.
Wadaman.
Bless Israel, English translation. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua,
Bless us.
bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And his Lord.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so big.
Thank you so big.
I.S.U.P.K power structure blessing. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahushua,
Wait, Yahushua.
Why Mayaka Allah,
Woman, Yaka Allah.
Why Alahayim,
Wa'alahayim.
Matazabaya Alawat Yahanna,
Reza Wa'iyah. Alawat Yahana.
Ha Halayat Watyam,
Ha'alawatiyam.
Ha Sarunyam,
Ha'asarayim.
Ha Kwatazayanyam,
Ha'akwanazayanyam.
Ha Kayayanyam,
Ha'akayayanyam.
Waha Hakwakyam,
Wa'akawakiyam.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushua,
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
Wadaman.
Translation in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And
Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commandant General Yohanan.
Yahushua.
The generals.
Generals.
The captains.
Captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
Troopers.
And the sisters.
And the
sisters.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so big.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Aisha.
Ayanya,
Ayanya.
Aharia,
Aharia.
Mayan,
Mayan.
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a.
Azaria,
Azaria.
Azaria,
Azaria.
Ma'ain,
Ma'ain.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Asha,
Aisha.
Shamayim,
Shabayim.
Waharataza,
Waharataza.
Ayathan,
Ayathan.
Lamawat,
Lamawat.
Wagalka,
Wagalka.
Ayanawam,
Alianawam.
Shemorka,
Shamarka.
Hana,
Hana.
La'a,
La'a.
Yanawam,
Yanawam.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yashun,
Yashun.
Shawamor,
Shawamor.
Yasharal,
Yasharal.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shemarka,
Shamarka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Kazalka,
Kazalka.
Alya,
Alya.
Yanyamnaka,
Yamyaka.
Yamamum,
Yamamum.
Hashemash,
Shabash.
La'ayakaka,
Ayakaka.
Wayarak,
Wayara.
Malayala,
Malayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashimorka,
Shabaraka,
Makarai,
Karai,
Yashimor,
Shabar,
Afnapashka,
Aftabashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashimor,
Shabar,
Tazaafka,
Zaaka,
Wabawafka,
Waka,
Mayata,
Maita,
Wa'ad Awalum.
I will love.
English translation. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
So shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out,
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth,
and even forevermore.
and forevermore.
Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adamaya Laka.
Alamayalaka,
Al-Dakarash.
Al-Taqwa,
Wa-Al-Dashakwat.
Al-Tashaqwa,
Wa-Al.
Al,
Kayahana.
Kayana,
Hawayabyaka.
Awayabika,
Yahama Yawan.
Yahweh,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka.
Al-Ibaka,
Ya-Arawanya.
Arayamwa,
Sawada.
Sawada,
Wayakta. Ya-Atazawa.
Yawata, Awatazawa,
Al-Tazap. Pawanyaka.
Al-Taqawanyaka,
Hamara.
Amora,
Wakawa.
Akawa,
Wanakakudam.
Wanakakira,
Magaya.
Magaya,
Wala'a.
Wala'a,
Yasakar.
Yazakar,
Shem Yasharala.
Shem Yasharala,
Iwada.
Iwada,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawa Atazawa.
Atazawa,
Naba.
Naba,
Yakadwa.
Kadwa,
Ayaka.
Ayaka,
Barya.
Wariyah,
Yakarathwa.
Yakarafa,
Hahaya.
Ahaya,
Hadawam.
Alawam,
Wayashimai.
Wayashamai,
Ayayam.
Ayayam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wahagari.
Wa'agori,
Gabal.
Gabo,
Wa'ayin Mawan.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak,
Halasha.
Halasha,
Amnashabya.
Amir Shabya,
As a war.
Hazawar,
Ashawar.
Rabashawar,
Nalawa.
Alawa,
Amam.
Ayman,
Hayawa.
Ayawa,
Zorwa.
Zorawa,
Abanya Lawat.
Labanyalawat,
Salah.
Salah,
Asha Laham.
Aishalaan,
Kamayan.
Bud,
Kasaya Basara'a.
Kasaya Sara'ah,
Kayabyan.
Kayabya,
Manakal.
Warakal,
Payashwan.
Koyashwa,
Nashabadwa.
Shabadwa,
Ba'ayan Da'ira.
Aywa,
Hayawa.
Ayawa,
Aman.
Naman,
Lahadama.
Adatma,
Shatamum.
Shatamwa,
Nada.
Nadab,
Yamawa.
Yadwa,
Kara.
Kara,
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba,
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba,
Wakazal Manal.
Wakazamanai,
Kana Nasir Kumwa.
Kadashyakamwa,
Ashur.
Ashur,
Amora.
Amora,
Nayarasha.
Nairasha,
Lanawa.
Nanawa,
Nahawath.
Ahwa,
Alahayam.
Alahayam,
Alahaya.
Alahayam,
Shaltamwa.
Shayatamwa,
Gagala.
Gaga,
Gwash.
Kakwash,
Panja. Rawaka.
Lapaya Ramaka,
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash,
Taba'ara Ya'ara.
Ira,
Wa Kalabaha.
Wakalaba,
Talahat.
Lahat,
Ahorium.
Ahorium,
Kun.
Kun,
Dawadatma.
Wadatma,
Basa Araika.
Wasasarika,
Wabasa.
Walasa,
Wapaska.
Watka,
Tabahalom.
Tabahalam,
Mala'a.
Mala'ah,
Panyahum.
Panyam,
Palawam.
Walawan,
Wayabakwashwa.
Wadakwashwa,
Shimka.
Shabbat,
Hawa.
Yahweh,
Bashwa.
Abashwa,
Wayabahaiwa.
Wabaiwa,
Ai.
Adi,
Waya Kaparwa.
Wayakorwa,
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa,
Wayadaiwa.
Wayaiwa,
Kaiwa Hawatha.
Kayata,
Shimka.
Shabbat,
Hawa.
Yahweh,
Badka.
Tabata,
Ayawan.
Iowa,
Alka Harataza.
Alkaratazah,
This is Psalms 83, English translation. Keep not thou silent, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a
For
tumult.
lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
have
Have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted
And consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have
They
said,
have said,
Come, and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of
The
Israel
name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Israelites,
of Moab
Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal,
and Ammon
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The shores also joined with them.
So is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They hope the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the
as unto
Midianites,
the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
the
Kison,
book of Kison,
which spares the Endor.
which bears Lindor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as them for earth.
But their nose was like
They
Oreb,
don't know like a
and
red.
like Ziel.
Like the air.
Yea,
Yea.
all their princes,
All the princes,
as Zabah
as Abba,
and as Zalmunna,
and Amunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let's say to ourselves,
the houses of Yahweh
of Yahweh,
in possession.
in possession,
O my
our
power,
power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
and stubble before the wind,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as a flame setteth the mountains on
as
fire.
the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
by storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
So their faces will say,
that they may seek thy name.
they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be
let
confounded
them be confirmed
and troubled forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and burn,
that men may know
and they know
that thou,
that God
whose name alone
is the Lord,
is
is
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
art the Most High
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
Sar, which means to turn, Sister Yushabia, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give each other a courtesy salute. Stand up. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah, Yakim Sar, face the sisters. Sister Yushabia, Amadu. The Amadu Shabbat is your head covered and bowed. Right hand clasped over your left, feet at a 45-degree angle. You're going to repeat after us. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amadu, Barak, Yahweh Shabbat, Alatah, Hashem Yahshua. Yakim with that, class dismissed.
Anybody want to be anointed? Come step forth. Want to be anointed? The men, Papa Shaw first.
You don't want to go?
Hey, take advantage, man. Exactly. You're gonna have a priest pray over you, say the Lord's Prayer, and the Lord is the one that told Moses to say this particular prayer. The Lord told Moses to say this prayer, so listen, take advantage.
Double portion, the way he acts.
That's why it's called the anointed prayer. And then listen to what you're asking me when you get this oil poured on your head. You want when you're walking in the street for the Lord to shine his face upon you.
Right.
The Lord to be with you. Right? Men up here. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Vayashmarka.
Vayashmarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Hanyawa.
Hanyawa.
Alika.
Ayaka.
Vayachanka.
Vayakanka.
Yeshar Yahweh.
Shor Yahweh.
Hanyawa.
Hanyawa.
Alika.
Ayaka.
Vayashamlika.
Vayashamlika.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa.
Rapa.
Agad.
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 Matomya.
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 Matomya. Christopher. 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 Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Wada Aman. What we said in the English is Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Sister, that's a powerful prayer. I want the Lord to do all these things. Bring peace into your life, to protect you.
You said,
Man up here, repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Ishmarka.
Ya'ar Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panuwa.
Panuwa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Shar Yahweh.
Panuwa.
Panuwa.
Alika.
Alika.
Wayashamaka.
Wayashamaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahusha.
Yahusha.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Hagan.
Hagan.
Nakir. 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 Ba'ashem Yahusha.
Ba'ashem Yahusha.
Wada Aman.
Wada Aman.
English translation, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Yeah? Shalom.